Hello and welcome to another Yakuza Like A Dragon 100% trophy guide video. In this video we're going to talk about the Coliseum, and essentially it's located in Sotenbori by the riverside, and you'll be greeted by like a robot, which is kind of bizarre, and he'll introduce you into the Coliseum. This is relatively later on into the game, but it's a pretty good place to train. Up to a certain point, and then once you get good enough to beat the invested vagabonds, that is when you do the real training. But you can get some really good items out of the Coliseum, such as the dragon armor, basically. So if you do certain challenges within the time limit or a certain amount of turns, you get like bonus equipment, and some of that in the last few fights. There's 30 fights in total. The last few fights you get dragon equipment. So the dragon equipment's like one of the better armors that you can give to your team, and you can grind out the armors for them. In the Coliseum you go up to a certain threshold. So like every, I think it's 6 levels, maybe 7 levels, it'll allow you to start from there. So like you might have level 1, level 8, level 16, level 21, level 30. I don't know the actual thresholds, but you have to get to a certain threshold to continue on from that point. So your best bet is to do what you can, like fight as much as you can, and then come out, and you'll hopefully be able to start from, the 8th floor rather than the 1st floor. Or, the 5th floor rather than the 1st floor. It's kind of a saving mechanism for time and stuff. And you get a lot of golden insects over here, which are good for the part-time hero quests. You get quite a few items. You get, what are they called? Upgrade materials here, if you do certain fights well. So personally, I would go in there and just absolutely wreck them all. Train yourself up to a relatively decent level, and then go to the invested vagabonds afterwards. But this will help with the Suja decks as well. You're gonna have to do it, unfortunately, for the achievements. But level 30 isn't that difficult, to be honest. There are a few tricky enemies within there, but level 30 isn't that bad once you're leveled up, and once you start training with the invested vagabonds, it's pretty much game over for the game. Makes it absolutely ridiculous for gaining XP, which is great because it saves you time despite being a pretty big grind. But there's not much more to say about the Coliseum, really. It does bring in trophies, it brings in items, brings in money as well. So it's definitely worth doing. If you've got any questions specifically, feel free to drop me a comment. I'll try and help you the best I can. But other than that, you will just get, your Suja decks full, and your items full, and hopefully your part-time hero quests as well. And you'll get decent armor, so definitely worth doing. No reason not to if you are going for the plat. And that's it for this one, I think. Have a great rest of the day. Take care and peace out.